Hello guys, what is happening? Gosh, I've been trying to make this video and this live stream for so long about basically a chat that I had with a mortgage broker in Ontario on the phone probably about a month ago or even longer than that, and he was telling me all about this, and I can't thank him enough for that. So the Ontario government loves subprime mortgages. Oh yes they do. Oh yes they do. You're gonna really love this one because this just shows how ridiculous the Canadian mortgage industry is and how much risk is involved with it. So let's get in and see what the hell I'm talking about here. Okay, Canada Guaranty. Okay. Oh, I'm not even sure if I'm saying that right. Or is it guarantee? I have no idea. But anyway, I'll just call it Canada Guaranty to make things easier. So anyway, this company on April 2010, a Canadian private investor group comprised of the Ontario Teachers Pension Plan. Yes, you heard that right. The Ontario Teachers Pension Plan, a government pension plan that is heavily invested into this company. So surely it must be really, really safe. Well, we're about to find out. So they acquired AIG, which was a failed insurance company. The company failed, obviously, in the 2008 crisis because of its involvement in the subprime and mortgage-backed securities, all the CDOs that were created. AIG was right there in the height, involved in it. And anyway, they took it over. They saw some value in it for some reason. And basically, they took it over. So it's interesting. Prudent risk appetite. I didn't even see this one. Partnering with high quality lenders and combining superior analytics with sound underwriting to ensure borrowers have the willingness and ability to stay in their homes long term. Well, we're going to check up on that right now, aren't we, guys? We're going to see. I mean, so this company is the third largest in Canada of the mortgage insurers in Canada. And if you look at their insurance products, which are right here on their website, and we go to, hold on a second, these don't look like really secure loans that we've got here. Well, loan insurance. So they do a Flex 95 Advantage. This one is a cracker. It's really a good one. It's a borrowed down payment. Oh my God, yeah. Prudent lending, my butt. This is just ridiculous. I mean, I just could not believe this, that it was online and nobody discussing about this at all. Like, all these plans are essentially heavily subprime, and you've got the Ontario Teachers Pension Plan that is heavily invested in this company. And obviously, when it all blows up, who is going to be left with the burden of that? The Ontario taxpayer. That's who's going to be left with it. So let's take a look at their Flex down payment first. So we want to see what's going on with that. So Flex 95 Advantage program offers a flexible down payment option for borrowers with a strong credit history. The borrower may access 5% equity from sources not covered in our down payment advantage program. So it basically says that you can borrow the down payment, and as long as you've got good credit, then that's absolutely fine. So the problem with this is obviously that, as we saw in 2008 when I did that video, and I'll link it below in the description, which we analyzed what was going on in 2008 when they analyzed all the people that got foreclosed on. Well, it didn't matter what your credit score was. A lot of people got hit, and that is the thing that people don't accept. Now, obviously, we know as well that immigrants have a higher unemployment than actual Canadian citizens. So immigrants are actually more likely to become unemployed. They're way more risky because an immigrant, they can just easily up and leave. I mean, most people who come from other countries, they don't last it out. They will actually end up leaving within the first year or two. And but anyways, let's take a look. So they have a Maple Leaf Advantage program, and this is basically a program which is tailored specifically towards the immigrant community. It says right here, new to Canada, Maple Leaf Advantage. Canada Guarantees Maple Leaf Advantage provides new immigrants who have limited document credit history the opportunity to purchase a home with as little as 5% down. The thing that really annoys the heck out of me about this whole situation is that they're playing with taxpayers' money, because essentially, who is going to bail out all of these companies when they all just go? And the same goes for the CMHC, which we'll discuss in a separate stream. But the thing is, guys, when you look at things like this, don't you think about the liability side for the taxpayer? How on earth is the taxpayer going to be able to afford it? Well, they're not. So they're going to have to basically print credit in order to pay for it, which is going to devalue the currency even further, especially if it happens in an inflationary environment. It is just like setting fire to your currency. So basically, this is terrible. And they say the opportunity to purchase a home with as little as 5% down. So let's say you're an immigrant, you land in Toronto, you use this program, and basically you get your home there. Well, the thing is, what they analyze, because basically you can use international credit bureau history in order to take advantage of this. Well, that leaves it wide open to fraud. It really does leave it wide open to fraud. I mean, it is easy to fraudulently produce a document, especially when it's an international credit bureau that people in Canada here, the agencies in Canada, have zero access to. So think about that. The risk is just insane. So this company, I mean, they are holding the most dodgiest mortgages that I've ever seen. Zero down payment mortgages, new mortgages basically tailored towards new immigrants. And the funny thing is about this broker, he said that a lot of the mortgages that they sell, guess where people get put on to the right people who can get connections in these mortgages. It's basically the actual immigration services that say, hey, and do you want to buy a home, by the way? We got this special guy, they can get you a home, here's his card. And that's where they're handing it over. And basically, they get a kickback from that. So again, it's just like corruption 101, because basically nobody has anybody's best interests at heart. It's all just about keeping this gravy train chugging along until, of course, it blows up in everybody's face. And then the person who gets lumbered with the massive bill is us. It's the taxpayer. So yeah, it's just absolutely bananas when you really think about it. So anyway, let's circle on over and see, because surely at this company, we know that they must have a solid leadership team who are independent from the banks, because that is what you would look for, right? You wouldn't want them to be ex-bank employees, because that wouldn't be very good, would it? Because you're essentially insurance underwriting, because then, that leads you wide open to corruption, which obviously happens, like they retain ties with the bank. So let's take a look at Andy Charles. Oh, there we go, straight away. Of course, Mr. Charles was an executive in CIBC's residential mortgages business for 15 years. So surely maybe this Maria, maybe she's not from a bank. Oh, she's from RBC. So, oh my gosh, surely this guy is not from a bank. He's from BMO. Oh my God. It just gets, I mean, the thing is, guys, it is just absolutely insane when you really think about the just how you're leaving the line wide open to so many different types of corruption, so many different types of fraud. It is just absolutely bananas. And I cannot believe that this is not more widely publicized. And I really hope, and you can really do your part in helping by sharing this video and showing people exactly what is actually going on, because it's kind of insane, and all of these type of things are going to blow up. They're going to blow up, and it's not going to be good because the taxpayer is going to get lumbered with that bill. The fact is, these are extremely risky loans, and these guys are insuring them. And the people who work at the insurance all are ex-bank employees. Do you not think that they retain ties with their employees? The mortgage broker that I spoke to in Ontario said being a mortgage broker is like being a salesperson, which we all know is the way. So basically, it's it's insane that way. The amount of things that guy told me, which I can't share and wish I could share, just blow your mind. But they would make you realize, essentially, and I'm sure most of you already realize this anyways, it's no new news to you, that these banks are entirely corrupt and they are not safe places, as safe as you think. Yeah, sure, I don't think they're going to go bust tomorrow or anything like that. And I don't think you're going to lose your savings money as long as it's CDIC insured or anything like that. But I don't think they're the safest place when you really think about what they're doing with your money and your access to your money and everything that falls along that lines, because ultimately they're controlled and centralized. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this live stream. I'm keeping it short so that people actually watch this video and take in what I've said here. But yeah, thank you so much to the mortgage broker that shared this with me. Can't thank you enough. If you like this video, then make sure to like it. Make sure to share the video. Leave a comment below with what you think of this SHIT storm is brewing in the housing market. And today or yesterday, mortgage-backed securities were trading at the lowest level ever since most of the inception of all these mortgage-backed security ETFs, which go all the way back to 2007. So nobody wants to buy mortgages anymore. That's something for another video. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.